No position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to the home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the USC Trojans, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Penn State Nittany Lions. 48 Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Trojans will put total leather and will get started. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Using his legs, it's Marshall. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Nittany Lions in a good spot here with second and short.
Here we go.
From the gun, the ground game. And he moved it slightly forward. Defense played it well.
Well, this running back has been the only guy, obviously, who's touched the ball these first two plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on third down expecting him to get the ball again.
The Nittany Lions really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Looking deep. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Touchdown, Penn State! And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching him.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish with a huge play in the passing game, covering 66 yards to the end zone. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room. Much to be found as he stopped at the 18. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, the defense watched film last week. They saw this running back catch multiple passes, and that hasn't been the case today. They are clamping down on him, always aware of him, especially in the passing game, and so far they've taken him away.
This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting him know it's going to be a long day. Dropping back, it's Fafita. He's got his man.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
The decibel meter's about to explode. One of the to pick it up on the ground. They got zero push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Trojans will call on their punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. First one of the day is on its way. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on once. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Quarterback may change this route. Sends it back in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Saunders. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Tight end now in motion. Back to throw, it's Mayaba. Got a man, it's Martin. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
As a head coach, you love to see your quarterback locked in early in games. And in the first drive, leads the offense down to a touchdown, throws a TD pass, and here he is again, making a really good decision and a very accurate throw to pick up that first down.
And the Nittany Lions are moving quickly down the field. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
The Nittany Lions have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Direct snap. And they'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
3rd and goal, you're going to turn around and just give it to this guy who just has a nose for the end zone. He's able to find the crease and pay it off for his offense.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So that's a 60-yard touchdown drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. To the air, it's Fafita. Floats it out in space. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few. And the Trojans want to pick up the tempo. to fire on second down. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. These old girders are rocking on third down here at Beaver Stadium. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. Tight end getting vertical. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Fires it incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder, but they're snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. To the air, it's Fafita. And it's incomplete on third down.
You got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
The Trojans will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Probably hope for a little bit more on that one. It'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going and now right back to work. Handoff to the single back. Oh, he's got some space. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to throw, it's Mayava. This time he's got his man. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the first down.
Need to do a better job as a defender tackling the catch. On the curl route, he had a chance to break on the ball, get the receiver down, couldn't do it, and as a result, they give up an explosive play.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Firing to the right, complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Offenses don't like being in these situations. They don't like having little success on first and second down because now you know I got to pass the football. I got to air it out. It makes me really predictable. So let's make sure you take care of the football and find those plays you really like.
Here they come facing third and long from the 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. They'll play it safe and try for 3. He's going to have to get into this one a little bit from 47 yards away. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Worthy. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20. And the Trojans are in the hurry-up.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry-up.
Quickly out to the tight end. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. Boy, as a defense, you hate to just hand out first downs on a penalty. Wide receiver going in motion. He'll try it again. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. We've reached a break, and Penn State is on top. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. First play of the period will be a second down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. The Trojans have their offense in high gear.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the first down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got first down. Let's go fast.
Back to throw, it's Fafita. Finds the tight end. That's why the good Lord invented tight ends, isn't it, David? Get a good pickup on first down, open up the entire plate.
Man, it just makes life so easy on quarterbacks. I mean, you got these guys that are so gifted athletically that you can do everything with them. They're like overgrown wide receivers.
There he goes. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. And the legendary John McKay would be proud of the execution of the running game and picking up the first down.
Yeah, the basic principles of the run game, right? The easy stuff, the boring stuff, not fancy, not loved. Everybody likes points and all that other stuff that goes with it, but you got to get the good running game. USC doing a good job early.
This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. And the Trojans pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Makes the grab. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. The Trojans will hustle to the line. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Southern Cal. Big-time touchdown there to get some much-needed momentum.
You got to find something, right? Who are you going to go to make that big play to get you back into it? You're not back in it yet. It's not tied. You're not there yet, but you're starting to inch back into it and get some momentum going.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, David.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
Looking to throw, it's Mayava. Throws for the tight end. Connection to the right. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going.
That just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
The give on the inside. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. That's caught. It's Marshall. Breaks into the open. Inside the touchdown, Penn State. He got it loose, and it was lights out after that. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score coming on the touchdown pass from 55 yards out. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be knocked down. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Motion from the wideout. Dropping back, it's Fafita. Just a short pass to the tight end. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
To the air on second down. Got it in the middle. It's Branch. Spins away. All the way out to the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 15. And the Trojans want to move quickly.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
To the air on first down. It's picked off, and another empty drive. Trying to take it back. Inside, touchdown, Nittany Lions! What a play! Not only the interception, but the great return for the score. Well, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead and they're trying to hold on to it. He'll bring it out. It's Wormley. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. On the move, it's Jordan. Got the first down and more. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Well, that was the guy the quarterback wanted to go to right from the jump, but a better job by the defensive coverage forcing the incomplete.
Looking to pass. It's Fafita. Snagged in the middle. It's Jordan.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands. Get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it's still a positive game.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first down at the 42. They'll start this drive from the 42. Wants to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
The short hands, it's Ivy.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
The Nittany Lions come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. To the air, it's Mayava. Fires left. And that third down pass left a vapor trail, but it's incomplete. The Nittany Lions will try to pin them back with the punt.
Number 19 in punt formation to kick it away.
First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Gets the back moving. Going right to work up top. Looking for a deep man. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
It's so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field, because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He might want another play. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Makes the catch. It's McMillan. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And he makes the catch inside the 15. And he's knocked down immediately, but they're in the red zone at the 14. The Nittany Lions want to crank the tempo. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
Man, that's exactly what this defense needs. They found themselves now in a hole. They're trailing. Got to get pressure on this QB. Can't give him time to get comfortable. They get to him, get the big sack. Maybe this gets them back in the football game.
Unloads to the wideout. Working the middle. He'll be stopped just short the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
And that's a really good example of why offensive coordinators script plays. You know the down and distance, and you know which routes can get you to the stick. So there's no wasted time. That coordinator got the play in early to his quarterback, knowing that his players were going to be able to execute.
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State!